about yourself, what you do, your background, and all that fun stuff.
Okay. So, excuse me, I've been in product management since 2002, mostly in cybersecurity. And actually, when I was in college, I wanted to be an accountant and then got into finance. So things just kind of happened and the network kind of connected me and I ended up in IT. But just by chance, I was actually working in managed services at Internet Security Systems, and some reorg changes led to an opportunity in product management, and I've been there ever since. So worked at companies, Cisco, SourceFire, Internet Security Systems, IBM, a smaller company called Sios Technology. So obviously something that's kind of just happened into the role, but something, product management is something I love. So it's a nice opportunity to talk with you about my experiences.
Okay. And then can you tell us a little bit more about your role? Essentially, what is your day-to-day work look like as a product manager?
Sure. So just a product manager is responsible for every aspect of product or products. That's not only understanding market trends, customer requirements, mapping that to requirements the engineering will implement, but dealing with P&L, customer support issues, some of the less fun, frankly, tasks like creating SKUs and things of that nature that just go along, the things you have to do to make sure the product can actually be sold. Also interacting with, it's really cool in that product managers interact with a bunch of different parts of the organization. Obviously engineering, tech support, you contribute to, depending on how the organization is structured, interact with product marketing and provide subject matter expertise for collateral and stuff like that. On a day-to-day basis, it can change. The one thing I'll say is it depends on the company, but in larger companies, you get a lot of email. That typically is still the way folks communicate. You have a lot of meetings, but other than some of the more mundane tasks there, you're almost daily working with engineering to make sure all the priorities are aligned. Other than that, there's typically going to be, depending on where your product is in its lifetime, if you're lucky enough, you'll have the opportunity to work on products from concept to market. So doing market research, a strategy, competitive is something that is an ongoing basis too, and just keeping an eye on the news and the market trends and everything, because especially in cybersecurity, everything changes so much. It's really important to stay on top of what things that are happening out there that wouldn't impact your customers.
Okay, thank you for that, David. So I'm just looking here on our YouTube channel and see if anyone has a question. It looks like we got a question here from Paul. How can students begin their preparation for product management as a career in college?
That's a great question. And like I said, in my own experience, I kind of just happened into the role, was actually going down a different path. It depends on the industry that you want to go to or the type of products. But what I've seen specifically in the technology side is a combination of a technical degree, computer science, computer information systems, and an MBA. It's not a necessity, but a combination of technical background along with business skills is huge. And like Randy said, the most important thing you can do is make contacts way before you get out of school. If you can get, like at Cisco and other companies have the opportunity to do internships. So for example, we had one gentleman come to work that over the summer period did a market trend research around cloud security, for example. So if you can get, just like with any type of job, get internships, find mentors, and things like that will be hugely helpful. But like I said, in my experience, I've seen a lot of desire in the hiring to have technical and business focuses.
Is there, so just a quick follow-up question, is there any specific technical, I guess, background that we could recommend Paul to, I guess, to follow to increase his chances to get a job as a product manager?
My answer is going to be a little bit biased because I've been in cybersecurity and technical. We see a lot of folks with engineering degrees, not necessarily computer engineering, but engineering degrees, a lot in computer sciences, science with MBAs.
Science with MBAs. Okay.
And there's also some things, and I don't know the specifics right off the top of my head, but there are some boot camps that offer in colleges, Georgia Tech, for example, that you can go to as well. So it's not a full curriculum for a degree, but kind of quick way to get technical skills. So that's one area you can look at.